Hi guys, this is Lada from astrolada.com and I'm here with your October 2017 videos. But this October I'm gonna focus on one exceptional astrological event. This is Jupiter changing signs, moving from Libra into Scorpio. And these videos are not gonna be just for October. You can watch them all up till November 2018 because all this time for around 12 months, Jupiter will be in a new sign. So this video will be your guiding light for the next 12 months. So come back to them. And this is tremendous event, one of the most important astrological events this year, and like every year when Jupiter transit signs. And because it shifts your luck, it shifts your opportunities totally. And now the water and earth signs will be kind of manifesting more powerfully. And Jupiter is moving into Scorpio, where it's going to be very strong. Till now, the last 1 year, Jupiter was in Libra. It's not as strong in Libra because it's a sign where Jupiter does not do so well in. And not only that, but in the last 1 year, Jupiter was making a lot of challenging aspects to Uranus, to Pluto. So it's even if it manifested, and it does manifest because Jupiter is the bringer of opportunities. If it manifested, it was with more challenges, with more surprises, with more effort, so to speak. But this year, Jupiter being in Scorpio, where it's very strong, it's in a sign that it loves to be in. It's very strong in Scorpio because Mars, that rules Scorpio, is a friend of Jupiter. And not only that, but it's really helped the whole 2018 by positive aspects only. Saturn is in a good relationship to Jupiter. Saturn will be in Capricorn. If you want to figure out, basically, to know the astrology, Saturn in Capricorn as well, but also Pluto and Neptune will be in good aspects to Jupiter, so it has no challenging aspects. So it's gonna give abundance and bounty in a positive, easy way. So we're gonna go through all the 12 signs. And by the way, join me on the 21st of October, me and a group of amazing astrologers, at least 5 or 6. We're gonna be doing a astrology marathon live. If you can't be present live, it's gonna be Saturday, but if you can't make it, you can watch it after that as a recording. We're gonna do the most important astrological events from 2018 to 2021, like Saturn conjunct Pluto, Saturn in Capricorn, Jupiter in Scorpio, the eclipses, Venus retrograde in Scorpio, Mars retrograde in Aquarius and Capricorn, all the big events. It's an astrological bonanza, astrological marathon. I'm super excited. We're going to have a peek into the next 3 years ahead. And by the way, this Jupiter in Scorpio now, so all those videos, it's general. You know, we're going to go through each sign, but it is general. And if you want more specifically to know about Jupiter, how it's going to impact you, like a professional astrologer outlook from your ascendant, from the specific house cast, join me on the 30th of September live, or watch after that the recording of Jupiter in Scorpio webinar. And I'll show you how to exactly predict what opportunities will be coming in your horoscope according to the degrees in your horoscope, according to the planets. And Jupiter will be affecting other signs, not only Scorpio, but 2 other signs will manifest powerfully in the coming 1 year because of the playing together with Saturn. So join me to find out more in-depth information. Pisces, I have great news for you. Jupiter is entering another water sign, and Jupiter always helps the most the signs of the element that is entering, and it's entering Scorpio and your Pisces water sign. So opportunity for expansion and growth are finally coming for you. And by the way, Saturn is going out of Sagittarius, which was basically your 10th house, and it was making difficult aspect to Pisces. And many Pisces might, whether it's your ascendant on the moon, might have been having more difficult time over the last 2.5 years, some blockages, some delays. But now everything aligns so great for you guys, and it starts first with Jupiter entering another water sign, and then the end of 17, Saturn will enter your 11th house as well and stop bothering you and will become supportive. So you as a water sign will see such a positive upturn in your life. And you don't need to be just like only ascendant in Pisces. You can be sun or moon. Why is that? The ascendant is the more fated events that happen to us, is the physical body, the tangible, the set fate. That's kind of, we can't change much. The sun is the fate we have more impact on, because the sun is our personal actions, willpower, things. That's why we love it so much in the West, because we can impact the predictions for the sun sign more. It's not so set on stone, though. It requires more efforts for us to do some personal initiative to follow those goals. And the moon is what happens to us according to our feelings and our emotions, the astral body. And it's more difficult to change the predictions from the moon sign than from the sun sign. The moon sign, because our feelings are more difficult. Very few people can control their feelings, and as you know, feelings manifest realities as well. They attract reality, but this is not something that's karmic to us. It's how we attract by how we feel. So if we change our feelings, we can also change those manifestations. But usually the ascendant is the most tangible, the moon after that, and the sun is the one we have more free act, more free will over. Okay, so let's quickly repeat what could have Jupiter in the 8th house brought you in the past 1 year till October 2017. And then we're going to go to Jupiter in the 9th house, how it's going to impact you for the next year till November 2017. Well, Jupiter in the 8th house might have increased the possibilities of sudden life transforming changes in your life, because 8th house is about big changes. It's about big shakeups. It might be divorce, it might be the death of someone, it might be relocating to a totally new place. It can play out in many different ways, but these are life transforming events that the 8th house rules, that transform not just the physical reality around you, but the psychological foundation in your life, the deep the emotional life as well. And Jupiter increased the occurrence of such situations, but it also made you more tolerant and accepting of such situations. Maybe it increased your interest in occult and psychic as well. 8th house is the hidden things. And usually the increase of big transformations in life leads a person to look for answers, to create some emotional stability, to understanding the nature of death, or understanding the nature of big changes, cataclysmic, catastrophic events, or they start researching astrology or life after death or psychology. And maybe if you are in any of those things, look back over the past 1 year, how this interest and knowledge, because Jupiter rules knowledge, how you are led by the light of Jupiter into knowledge and investigating into such kind of areas, how it expanded your understanding of the secrets and mysteries of life, which are ruled by the 8th house. Maybe it also gave you some psychological healing of some sort from past traumas, releasing of some psychological burden, and it's still happening. Jupiter is still there, and it might have increased your income that comes to you by working with others one-to-one, or by working with others, but through clients, your income that comes, or through your marriage partner, maybe they got a bigger salary, or maybe through a business partner, or by some partnership, or by working with other people's talents and skills. So it's giving you opportunities, and maybe you started something and it will still have 12 years to give results, because Jupiter will only renew those themes in another 12 years. So certain activities you might have started that trigger your deep psychological healing, 8th house, for the next 12 years, that have instigated the increase of income that comes to you by other people, by collaborating with other people. And again, the results can be growing over the next 12 years. Maybe you might have received some income from a divorce or something like that, as well, inheritance or the passing of someone. But you might have benefited through some cataclysmic event or some kind of disturbing events, like, say, a big power struggle happened. Look back, maybe power struggle, something, or something disturbing, some kind of a more crisis-prone event happens that actually, because this is the 8th house, that actually leads to more positive things for you, more benefits, because Jupiter is to benefit in some way, something positive. In the least case scenario is deeper awareness and understanding of the cycles of death and rebirth, of the cycles of endings and new beginnings on a more other level. Maybe even you manifest it materially somehow. Okay, so some crisis situation might have led to improved things in your life. Plus, 8th house is taxes. You might have benefited through taxes, to other people's resources, to inheritances. Okay, and let's see. Jupiter is moving now into your 9th house. Well, actually, That's great, because from the ninth house, it's going to be making a good supportive trine to all the planets in Scorpio and to your fifth house. So, not Scorpio, in Pisces. So, what is that? The ninth house is your belief systems, and it falls in Scorpio. There will be a deep transformation. Scorpio is the sign of deep transformations of your belief systems, of what you believe is possible for you, of what you believe is possible for your whole life, of you start believing in humanity more. While Jupiter is in the eighth house, you deep dive into research into the darker side of things. Maybe you are pushed to investigate, more intense things because you had intense encounters or power struggles of some sort that Jupiter expanded. So you had to investigate the darker side of things. But now with Jupiter in the ninth house, you start believing more in the greater. Generally start believing more in God as well. You start believing more, you find meaning for your life again. You find big purpose, because the ninth house rules what we wake up for. The ninth house is the reason we wake up for, and we wake up with purpose. So it rules our goals, one of the things for the future, because the ninth house, the house naturally of Sagittarius, where you point the arrow to some long-term goal, and this becomes your reason to wake up. I mean, it might be that you want, like Arya, that you want to kill all your enemies, the reason that you wake up for, but hopefully not. But you find some new meaning for your life. You find some new meaning that transforms your life. Scorpio is transformative, that heals you. Some new inspiration. Ninth house is what inspires, whether it's a person, whether it's a new project, whether it's a new goal, comes into us and fills us with joy and starts helping us and supporting us, because Jupiter is in a supporting aspect to your ascendant sun and moon, which means the first house, which means kicks you into action to start making new things in your life, new beginnings, to transform even your appearance, to start new things in your life. But your belief, the cup of your faith is filled when Jupiter enters the ninth house. It might be transformed a bit in a crisis way, because Scorpio is a crisis-prone sign. So like something you believed in forever can kind of, over the next 12 months, you can have like a sudden realization that you've been believing the wrong things, that your belief systems are, not the right ones. So there is a death and rebirth, Scorpio, of your belief system, the ninth house, but they make you a new person, and they can change your whole luck in life. That's why the ninth house is so important, because once you start believing that that reality is different than what you've been thinking till now, you can start manifest according to those beliefs, and these beliefs will be positive beliefs, because Jupiter is in the ninth house. It's not going to be retro, the opposite. You start believing that all life is a nightmare, and because Jupiter just gives more meaning, more faith for us, transformational faith. If you want to heal from something, Scorpio rules healing, deep transformational healing. It's going to come through reading scripture, so the Bible, or going to or reading theology or spiritual books, or books on the higher knowledge, nine houses, or those expanding your knowledge also on astrology, or anything to do with higher spiritual matters, philosophy, astrology, all such kind of high-minded matters. On a more material level, it can indicate opportunities for you to start studying something, to start teaching something as well. Ninth house is when I had Jupiter in the ninth house in the last 1 year, because I'm Aquarius ascendant before you. I started teaching, and I never thought I could do that. And it turns out I'm great at that. So I'm loving it. And Jupiter gives you access. If you have any promise in your horoscope that you can be a teacher, a guru, a mentor, an advisor, whether it's financial or spiritual or relationship teacher or guider, or if you can be making webinars and seminars, Jupiter will open that door. If you're in any careers, that is ninth house careers, which is teacher, preacher, professor, guru, advisor, someone who gives and helps others see the future, might be an astrologer, someone who helps others set their own goals, motivational coach of some sort, inspire of others, someone who wants to teach others and change their mindset and way of thinking and belief systems. Now you're going to have a thriving career. it's gonna be, the abundance of Jupiter will be transformed to heights. The abundance of Jupiter will be there. Or if you have a career in travel, you might be a traveling agent, or you might be working in international money exchange, something to do with foreign countries, with foreign trade, with anything to do with foreigners. You can just have a thriving year, career-wise, business-wise. Also, the ninth house is you having access to foreign countries. You might be traveling to a foreign country, and you might be able to, if you wanted to relocate to a foreign country for a long time. Well, now Jupiter in the ninth house will very likely make this happen in an easy way. You can receive the green card, the visa, legalization of some sort. Also, people who are trying to get in higher education, like university, or to pre-qualify from one career to another, Jupiter can trigger this, and that will transform your whole life again. Jupiter can trigger you to get accepted to the university, the best university or the right university for you, to start studying something new that puts you on the right path or on a different path in your life, to pre-qualify, to get a visa, to travel in foreign countries, to have access to foreign countries, to have access to spiritual teachings, to get a new teacher, a mentor. You can meet someone who becomes your mentor or a teacher, an inspirational figure for you who shares their knowledge with you as well. Okay, so you see, it's fantastic. So plan those trips, plan those educational things, that they'll be going very well. But generally, Jupiter will open doors much more easily for you, because ninth house is a house of luck and higher perspective, and your higher mind starts communicating more clearly to you. It constantly communicates with us. This is the higher mind that is up there and that knows the plan for us and what is best for us. Constantly communicates through omens and symbols, which are also ruled by the ninth house, to us, but we're not aware. We don't notice them. When Jupiter enters there, Jupiter is the planet of awareness. We become more aware to those communications from up high, from our higher selves, and we feel like we're lucky. We feel like, oh, I was at the right time, at the right place. We feel like our luck increases somehow, and it's just that you just started noticing those symbols. For example, in the past 1 year, it's been amazing. I've been noticing, well, Jupiter was in my ninth house. I've been noticing all the times, though, 222, 444, 111. And I started realizing that whenever I'm thinking the right thought about something, and I'm not sure whether this is the right thought, or I'm making some plan, and I see this 222 or 333 or whatever sign, or there are other signs that I started recognizing, that actually that this is something that will happen, that this is something like I was gonna have some really difficult, there was some results I was expecting for the doctor that really scared me, and while I was thinking about that, I saw 222 or something like that, and I knew at this moment that the results will be good. So you start recognizing such messages from high above, from your higher self communicating with you, and so it feels like your intuition increases, or like your luck increases, and your understanding of higher reality and communication with God or with your higher self increases. So it takes you to make the right choices, and to almost like you have prophetic vision, almost like you have during this 12 months, like you feel what is right to do. You feel it and you know it, and you do the right choices, and the right, or someone appears in your life who helps you make those right choices. If it's not you personally, it might be someone in a physical form, like a mentor, or it might be your higher self that's your mentor, that you're more in touch with, and you follow those, those instincts, and you make the right decisions. So there is like spiritual protection there. And Jupiter making trine to ascendant Sun and Moon will definitely expand opportunities, with the Sun in regards to your goals or career, with the Moon in regards to your personal life, emotional healing, in regards to home, property, family, children, in your ascendant, if it's in Pisces, in regards to your whole new beginnings in your life. So this is what I have for you, Pisces. Hope you enjoy that one. And honestly, Pisces, I foresee a new era for you that is very, especially the next 2000 and the year 2018 will be very supportive for you. So yeah, and Jupiter is making only good aspects from the ninth house. So whatever intuitive inklings you have, they lead you to the right place, to the right dharmic conditions. Dharmic means where your soul wants you to be. That these are the, and if you follow the dharma, you feel joyful and happy and meaningful. If you don't follow your dharma, things get complicated, or you still might have successes, but you're just not joyful and happy. Anyway, so thank you so much. You're coming into more wisdom. You're coming into more clarity about your life. And Jupiter will help open the door for you. And also foreigners or people from different cultures or different social standing can be very helpful for you. So someone that has higher degree than you, someone with a higher position than you, or someone who is from a foreign state, not someone from your near environment, someone from a far away, a different social class, a different culture, can be people that are helping you a lot now. And spiritual counsel and guidance is much more produces much more results, because the ninth house is the truths that come to you from your higher mind. And if you can't connect directly with your higher mind, Jupiter can facilitate some kind of a mentor or a psychic or astrologer or advisor, that the message is much more clear for you and is the right message, because Jupiter is the planet of truth. So you'll be receiving the right messages right now. If you need some guidance, find an astrologer or find a psychic or find a counselor or a life coach or a mentor. There'll be a tremendous and life-transforming benefit for you through Scorpio. So thank you so much, Pisces. Don't forget, attend on the 21st the live, or just watch the videos after that about the all astrological events like Capricorn, Saturn in Capricorn to 2021, Jupiter Saturn conjunction in Capricorn, all the important astrological events. We'll talk about them. I love you all, and I will see you next month.